大家好，欢迎大家收听今天的早安英文，我是卡拉 ，This is Kara。
你好，我是 Jack。
Jack, do you think you're a good-tempered guy? Do you get angry easily?
Well, we were talking about this earlier, and I don't think I'm a bad-tempered guy. I don't get angry easily at all. It takes a big thing to make me angry.
What are you doing?
Fiddling, sorry.
好了，实诚跟大家讲啊，其实我也看出来了，杰克小哥是一个脾气非常好的人，看面相就能看出来。但是呢，卡拉老师是一个还挺容易来火的人。You know, people say thick eyebrows represent a bad temper.
Really?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
I've never heard of that. I'm worried now because I've got quite thick eyebrows.
So maybe that's just in China.
Yeah, maybe.
那为啥说这个呢？因为今天啊，要和大家聊一聊这个生气时候的一些表达。我觉得，这种表达情绪的词还是要多多积累一些，不然你想象一下，自己在那里气得要死，还憋不出来一句话，是吧？真的会很想死呢。
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英语。如果你觉得还不错的话，记得给我们订阅哦。另外，点开小铃铛，这样的话就不会错过其他任何学习视频啦。对了，如果你想获取本节课的完整版笔记，在视频简介或者评论区领取哦。你也可以给这个视频点赞，点赞就相当于自动保存啦。
Jack, is there anything that you would easily get angry about?
One of the only things I really get angry about is slow drivers or slow people when they're walking. When I'm in a rush, that really gets my blood boiling. But I suppose another thing would be slow Wi-Fi. That gets me annoyed as well.
一看这个小哥就是好脾气啊，说最容易惹怒他的事情居然是当自己赶时间的时候碰到开车慢的司机，或者说前面有走得很慢的人挡路，这什么啊？那另外当然还有一种情况呢，大家一定都非常能理解，就是当这个 WiFi 很慢的时候，谁都容易恼火，对不对？ So when that happens, what do you usually say? I guess you don't really say the word angry when you're very angry, right?
No, you're right about that. I usually say, this is really winding me up. Like, so winding me up is basically the same as winding a spring up. So once you wind a spring up, it's going to get to a certain point where you can't wind it up anymore, and then it's going to release, and then it's going to be bad. So this is winding me up. This is getting me very angry.
大家听到了没有？第一个短语呢，我们可以用来叫做 wind up。这个短语呢，我好像在这个美剧视频里面讲过，它其实有很多意思，比如说上发条啊，或者说结尾收尾啊，都可以用它。那另外呢，在生气的时候也可以用到，你可以讲 This is winding me up.
Or if I want to curse, then usually I'll say bloody hell. Yeah, my mum, she never liked me saying that, and I said it once in front of her, and she threatened to wash my mouth out with soap. But luckily she doesn't tell me off for it anymore. But bloody hell and winding me up are very British sayings, I suppose.
So bloody hell, is it like damn? Damn.
Yeah, a little bit worse than that, but not as bad as the F word, I suppose.
那他说，如果说有的时候真的生气，气到骂人的时候啊，他会讲 bloody hell 这个词呢，其实中文意思就是该死的，但是呢，它会比 damn 要严重一点，但是呢，比那个开头的那个单词呢，又会稍微好一点，所以大家自己感受一下这个度，好吧？
Another expression that you can use is I'm livid. Now, livid is a really good expression to use when you're so angry that you can barely think, because livid is something that parents often say to their children when they've done something very bad. So I would recommend that one.
Livid, L-I-V-I-D.
Yes.
这个词呢就是勃然大怒的 I'm livid， 就是我真的超生气的。
Yes, and another one is pissed off. I use this one quite often with friends because it's quite informal, so you wouldn't really use it as much as you would use livid or angry, etc. The way you would use it is if somebody took that parking space that you were just about to drive into, you'd say, "Oh, I'm so pissed off with this guy."
Is it a little rude or?
Yes, it is a little rude. I would avoid using it in front of elders.
就是这个 piss off 呢，会稍微有一点点的，就是不太好，有点粗鲁，所以呢，尽量还是不要在不熟的人面前，或者说在长辈面前用。打个比方呢，就是说，比如说你正准备把车开进那个停车位，然后这个时候呢，另外一辆车挤了进去，那这个时候你就可以用这个短语 I'm so pissed off.
Yes. And finally, another nice phrase to say, or not nice phrase, is blood is boiling. So you can say, "Oh, this is making my blood boil," or "Oh, my blood is boiling because of this." And it's similar to livid in the sense that it's a very, very good way to express extreme anger or the fact that you're about to explode.
OK， 最后一个呢，大家知道吗？这个字面意思 blood is boiling， 字面意思是我的血啊要烧起来了，我的热血在沸腾。但是这个呢，并不是说很有斗志，而是说我真的超生气了，我要爆炸了。So actually, when you are talking to the person that made you angry, it's common to lose control and say a lot of things, even some bad words, right?
Yes, yeah. I think I would have to lose control to say a lot of bad words to somebody.
So which sentence do you think that will hurt you most if someone you care about say that to you?
Well, if somebody I care about said to me, I think it would probably have to be, "I thought you were better than that." I've heard that once said to me from my mum. That was when I was 16. I started smoking, and she just looked at me and just said, "I thought you were better than that." And then walked off, and I was like, "Ah."
暴击。大家不知道有没有这种感受啊？就是当你在乎的人，他可能有一些话，甚至比说脏话、说骂人的话还要来得更伤人一些。其中这一段叫做 "I thought you were better than that"， 就是我以为你会比这更好的，就是你真的太让我失望了。这种感受真的是太难过了。最后呢，我们吵架了，当然还是要和好的。If you argued with your family or your close friend, your girlfriend, do you usually say sorry first?
Yes, I'm not a very argumentative sort of person, and I always end up apologising first, just because I can't be bothered to have an argument. I'm also terrible at holding a grudge. So I forgive people after 2 minutes of arguing if I ever do have an argument.
Really, 2 minutes?
Yeah. maybe 3.
好了，怎么说呢？杰克小哥真的是一个脾气太好的人了，我都无话可说了。他说，基本上呢，吵架都是自己先道歉，而且呢，又是一个不容易记仇的人。注意这个记仇啊，我们讲作 hold a grudge。这个词怎么拼呢 ？Grudge 这个词的意思是记仇或者怀恨在心。你看，又不容易发脾气了吧，又先道歉了吧，然后还不记仇，是吧？大家感受一下啊。然后呢，说自己通常都是，如果说吵架的话，2分钟顶多3分钟就要原谅对方了。OK， 所以说，如果你要向对方道歉的时候啊 ，if you wanna say sorry to someone, what will you usually say?
Well, there's a lot of things that you can say to say sorry to somebody, and I've gotten quite good at it, especially to my parents, I think. So one of the things you can say is heat of the moment. So
heat of the moment.
Yes, yeah. If you say something that you didn't really mean it, but it was just because you were angry, you can say, "Oh, it was the heat of the moment." So the hotness of my temperature, if you like, that made you say it.
OK， 其实那这个短语的意思呢，大概就相当于我们中文里面说的头脑发热 heat of the moment， 就是当时啊上头了，所以呢就说了一些不是我本意的话 heat of the moment。
Yes, another one is I wasn't thinking straight. So it could be if you'd had a really long day studying or working and you came home and somebody close to you said something and you snapped back at them and said something angry or mean, and then they're hurt, but you can say, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking straight. This means that you didn't have your mind in the right place when you made the comment because you were distracted or thinking about other things.
OK， 那第二个句子呢叫做 I wasn't thinking straight。大家首先可能会觉得说和前面那个好像有点像，但是其实并不是啊。就是说我当时呢，我这个心可能不在这儿，我有点心不在焉，所以其实也是说我说的那个话并不是我的本意。I wasn't thinking straight.
Yes. Thirdly, I had no right. So this is quite a big one to say. If you say this, there's quite a bit of gravitas or weight behind it. It means much more. So if you've really said something mean to somebody, you can say, I had no right. So I had no business, no right to say this comment to you. Yes.
OK， 最后一个叫做 I had no right。Right 大家知道有一个权利的意思，就说啊我没有资格这么说的，我不该这么说的。I had no right.
And finally, there's that wasn't about you. So if you say something in the heat of the moment and you regret it, you can say, I'm sorry, that was in the heat of the moment and that wasn't about you. So the anger was not about you, the anger was about something else, but I took it out on you.
Oh,
yes,
so that was not your fault.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, it wasn't about you, it was my fault. It was me thinking about other things. Yeah.
最后一个呢叫做 That wasn't about you， 就是说并不是你的错，我可能是因为其他什么事情上了头，结果呢我把气撒在你的身上。That wasn't about you， 并不是你的错。
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英语。如果你觉得还不错的话，记得给我们订阅哦。另外，点开小铃铛，这样的话就不会错过其他任何学习视频啦。对了，如果你想获取本节课的完整版笔记，在视频简介或者评论区领取哦。你也可以给这个视频点赞，点赞就相当于自动保存啦。
好啦，节目的最后呢，呼吁大家多多跟 Jack 学习啊，做一个好脾气的人，不要像卡拉老师一样。Don't look at me.
Sorry.
就是要怎么说呢？多多控制一下自己的脾气，不要头脑发热说一些让自己后悔的话，好吧？尤其是不要伤害自己说真的很在意的人。好了，那我们今天的节目呢，就和大家分享到这里了。我是卡拉，
我是 Jack， 拜拜，再见。